This is it. Afrobeat is saving the career of some American artists. Afrobeat is saving the career of some American artists. That is on the bill today. Ricky Ross or Rick Ross, all right, adding up to the fact that he wants to work with artists such as Odumodu Black, Portable, and then Stonebwoy. Mentioned a whole lot of artists, but let's focus on these three. All right, putting aside Stonebwoy, who is mainly focused on the reggae dancehall genre, let's look at Odumodu Black and Portable, who are not even quote unquote the A-list big guns of artists within the Nigerian space. All right, then let's relate it to the past. All right, then Ricky Ross was big and had a collaboration with P Square when the Nigerian music was elevating to an utmost height. He had, Onyinye. All right, then Ricky Ross was in his peak, right? And basically that feature alone brought about a new, element and variation of the African music space. Okay guys, welcome to TJ Studios. I salute you all. Yes, I'm here to serve you with a spunky new content right here within the African music space. And as you see me here, you know the usual norm. It means say something there in the pipeline. Well, something fascinating really there in the pipeline. And I'm basically, putting to bed this podcast basically between myself and my subscribers or my viewers. All right, I need the opinion of you under the comment section, because this topic is basically broad, and after this we will all arrive at a goal, whether what I am serving to you is in relation or has the positive intent at which the topic is all about. Okay guys, so this is it. Afrobeat is saving the career of some American artists. Afrobeat is saving the career of some American artists. That is on the bill today. Do you think Afrobeat is saving the career of some African artists? I am here. I'm going to share my bit of it, and then I will leave the rest to you, my viewers, to also share your bit with me in the comment section. Yes, basically. All right. So if you just tuned in, Afrobeat is basically saving the career of some American artists. Do you agree? All right, guys, before I do that, the usual norm, we will go for a quick commercial break. And then when we come back, I will expound on it and then leave the rest to you for you to share your thoughts with me. Before I do that, do well to join this family. All right, and don't forget to hit the notification button, which is going to enable you to get notified whenever I post any new video. All right, let's go for this quick commercial break and come back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, family. On the bill today, in the studio today, myself, the Commander-in-Chief. You can call me Emeka Friday. You can also refer to me as TJ, all right, on TJ Studios. Okay, so like I said, Afrobeat is saving the career of some American artists. And I know after some time, a lot of American artists will also, throng and then hop onto it and make it their main base genre. Because if you look at Burna Boy's, event at the Scotiabank Arena in Canada and Chicago, you saw a lot of white people, predominantly dominated by white people who were in the auditorium jamming to Burna Boy's songs. You get it? So Afrobeat has not only been, accepted only within, or has not been a booming genre only within the African space and other environs. It has shot to the other, world, and to the first world, basically that of America, Canada, everywhere. It's everywhere now. And the last time I used a phrase where some people were coming at me, I said, it is like a coronavirus, not in a negative way. I'm using coronavirus because it has spread its wings in a positive way, okay? Not affecting people in a negative way, in a positive way, where it has become one of the most sought after genres. And I even said I'm giving myself 3 to 5 years. But if you look at the lifespan of Afrobeat or the Afrobeat genre, do you think it's going to take that long, that period, or that minimal period of 3 to 5 years to shore around the borders of, the external, countries, the first world countries like America, wherever? Because now, if you look at it, it's a dominant thing. Do you see it as dominant? Now let's major on the topic and dissect it. We've seen Chris Brown and then Davido. Do you think? All right, I'm leaving it to you. Do you think Chris Brown and Davido's partnership of creating bangers out there and making genres out there, creating songs and tracks out there, is as a result of Chris Brown not being as the usual or the Chris Brown we know, all right? Because then Chris Brown was a big artist, big not only in America but in the whole wide world, all right, whole wide world. Now, do you think Chris Brown is as big as he was in the past, and as such he's also seeing it as a leeway to jumping on it and then grabbing the attention of Africans? And then automatically, if you jump on the Afrobeat genre, it's not only gonna penetrate only in Africa, but it's all over the world now. Okay, that is Chris Brown. All right. Now, recently, we also saw Rick Ross, all right, adding up to the fact that he wants to work with artists such as Odumodu Black, Portable, and then Stonebwoy. Mentioned a whole lot of artists, but let's focus on these three. All right, putting aside Stonebwoy, who is mainly focused on the reggae dancehall genre, let's look at Odumodu Black and Portable, who are not even quote-unquote the A-list big guns of artists within the Nigerian space. All right, then let's relate it to the past. All right, then Ricky Ross was big and had a collaboration with P Square when the Nigerian music was elevating to an utmost height. He had, Onyinye. All right, then Ricky Ross was in his peak, right? And basically that feature alone brought about a new, element and variation of the African music space, and then added up to P Square's career, all right, and so on and so forth. So that is on the side of Rick Ross. Now, Rick Ross is not as big as he is. He is not. All right, so we saw the announcement. I've done a video to that effect. If you are new on this channel, you can look at it. It's now under the channel in one of my videos. Rick Ross expressing the desire to work with Odumodu Black, Portable, and a host of artists. All right, do you also think that Rick Ross has seen that the African genre and Nigerian music, for that matter, has become popular just as Usher Raymond has done? We'll come to Usher's bed. I've done a video, but we'll do a small narrative around it. Are they beginning to see and find their African roots through the Afrobeat genre, which has penetrated and which is an original genre from the Nigerian music space? Do you think Rick Ross wants to jump on it as a means to revive his career, or as a means to also penetrate the African market, and automatically, which will take him out there to the world domain again? All right, so do you think so as well? Drop your comments with me. In the third factor, recently we all saw, I just did a post to that effect, Usher also narrating that Nigerian music is popular and he wants to be part of it. The Usher Raymond we know now is not as big as the Usher Raymond we knew before. So do you also think Usher Raymond's feature and his song with Burna Boy is also a leeway or a means to hop onto the Afrobeat genre and use the Nigerian music space as a platform to sell himself again? All right, we know these artists, these aforementioned artists, were big in the past, big and bigger in the past. But do you see them using the Afrobeat genre as a leeway to reviving their careers and to getting the recognition they need in their music careers? Like I said, this is an editorial where I leave a lot to you for you to share as well. Now, the final one, which I basically want to share with you, is basically that of Wizkid, and then Justin Bieber, the Essence track, which also had terms on it. All right. Do you also see Justin Bieber as a bigger artist, also him, also featuring Wizkid to gain attention to revive his career? For Justin Bieber, I may say no, I might say no, because he's bigger in Canada and is still bigger, but probably Justin Bieber might have sensed and seen the fact that the Nigerian music space in the African domain is also one of the biggest, atmosphere by which joining, you can sell your music out there. You can have a lot more wider audience out there. So why not? Since Wizkid's Essence was bigger then, I'm making reference to when it was released, bigger, and even is still bigger, all right, it's a nice tune. Jumping on it as an artist, Justin Bieber will enlargen and widen the scope or the territorial dominance I want to have as an artist, all right, and add up the African space, which automatically, generates the world, space, the world's attention to you as well. Okay, so with all these artists mentioned, we can only sideline Justin Bieber to an extent. But he also was smart to know that when Essence was released, it was a big jam. It was a big banger of a tune in the whole of the world. So why not me jumping on the remix to also get, because they say the sea even has rain falling in it. So there's nothing like self-sufficiency. All right, there's nothing like self-sufficiency. You still need to be like this Lloyd Banks album title, Hunger for More. You need to be hungry for a lot more successes and a lot more territories. All right, so do you also see Justin Bieber also needing the Afrobeat genre to thrive, or also adding up to his territorial dominance and then his music, frame and a work of life? So guys, like I said, with this editorial and all these, facts and figures I've outlined, do you see, all right, as the topic states, that Afrobeat is saving the career of some, and I used some American artists because I know why I'm saying this. Now, if you look at it evasively, if you look at it in a wider context, you can outline and understand the fact that a time is coming, is not going to be only artists who have lost touch of their of who they were in the past, of how bigger they were in the past. All right, it's going to be A-list artists in America featuring A-list artists in Nigeria, and when it gets to that point, it means that Afrobeat has come to stay. And it will come to add up to my prediction, which I don't even want to call it a prophecy, that Afrobeat is going to be a worldwide sought after genre in some few years to come. Now, I have come to understand and denote the fact that it is not years like 3 to 5 years. It can come within 6 months' time. It can come within a year's time. It can come within any particular or at any particular point in time. It's just a matter of time for it to explode and escalate into a different, species of genre. All right, so guys, this is on the bill today. Okay guys, so it is time to go. It is time to sign out of here. If you just joined today, well, you know what is on the bill. All right, do well to join up the family by subscribing to the channel. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section, and also don't forget to hit the notification button, which is going to enable you to get notified whenever I post any new video. Like I said, share your thoughts with me in line with today's editorial and today's topic. All right, guys, let's do this together. It is time to go. And I salute and peace out.